With its massive oil reserves, the Middle East has enjoyed long economic growth and development. As the oil industry continues to evolve, so does the region's economy, with countries such as Qatar, UAE, and Saudi Arabia making substantial investments in renewable energy, tourism, and infrastructure. The efforts in diversifying their economy have led to the idea of Neom, a $2 trillion mega project that promotes tourism and looks into paving the way for a newer and more modern way of living. Neom includes several ambitious projects that are set to culminate in 2030. In fact, the slogan of this project is Vision 2030, implying by that 2030, Neom will have accomplished all of its proposed projects and is set to open to the public with a bang. However, despite all the exciting revelations, Neom remains a concept that has yet to be fully realized. That said, it begs the question, will Neom really come to life? Is it just a viral marketing ploy? When will the public be able to experience this revolutionary concept? In this video, we'll look at everything we know so far about Neom, from its goals to the timeline that it plans on following. Saudi Arabia, located in the heart of the Middle East, has vast oil reserves that can set the region up for an extended economic growth and development period. However, the country is taking strides to move away from being overly dependent on oil and more towards other areas like tourism and renewable energy. This goal is encapsulated by its latest effort, Vision 2030, which focuses on building massive mega projects to strengthen Saudi Arabia's economy and further its development. Saudi Arabia's blueprint in shifting its economy away from oil and towards tourism manifested in Neom, a $2 trillion mega project comprising different mega projects aiming to build a sustainable and smart city. These projects include The Line, a proposed 105-mile-long metropolis. The project also features Oxagon, a futuristic floating port city in the Red Sea, and Truhana, an ambitious ski resort located right in the Arabian Desert. This month, Saudi Arabia unveiled its latest and biggest project, the Muqab, a cube-shaped construction that's 20 times larger than the Empire State Building. The Muqab is supposedly a getaway to another world, featuring a large holographic dome that will provide visitors with an extraordinary experience. With plans to open in 2030, Neom is set to be a revolutionary concept that not only boosts tourism in the Middle East, but also changes the way of living and working in the region. But with such a large project, and only less than a decade to put everything together, will Neom be able to reach its goals? Will it become a reality or remain in obscurity? We can't really tell as of the moment, but there have been recent reports that indicate some encouraging progress. In January of this year, Nadmi Al-Nasser, the CEO of Neom, claimed that the project was about 20% complete. In fact, a video which features the word Neom is real has shown images of both The Line and Oxagon, along with Truhana, currently under construction. Saudi Arabia has collaborated with major companies like Oracle and Nvidia to create Neom's citywide AI technology. To add to the excitement, a new project called New Moraba was announced along with The Line, Oxagon, and Truhana. As part of Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030, the kingdom recently unveiled its newest project, New Moraba. Set in Riyadh, the nation's capital, New Moraba promises to bring attention and development to the other cities aside from Neom. 50 years ago, Riyadh was nothing more than a small town with less than 500,000 citizens. Fast forward to today, and is now the third largest city in the Middle East and home to more than 7 million people. Riyadh's growth has been rapid, to say the least, and it's only going to get better moving forward. To further accelerate its growth, Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman has proposed an ambitious project called New Moraba, which is poised to become the world's biggest modern downtown. This proposed modernistic district will feature over 80 entertainment venues, several walking trails, and a massive museum at its core, along with Muqab as its centerpiece. The Muqab, which literally translates to the cube in Arabic, is the latest addition to Saudi and Arabia's mega project after The Line and Oxagon. Not only does this monumental building stand as a symbol of simple geometrics on an astounding scale, but it's also projected to become the main landmark of Riyadh once it becomes a reality. Drawing from the ancient Naji architecture, that has been used for centuries by Saudi Arabia. The cube's exterior is an awe-inspiring sight, with its stunning surface glimmering in the sun and dominating the Riyadh skyline. The sheer magnitude of the Muqab cube will be something nobody has ever seen before. At 400 meters tall, it would be seen from multiple angles within Riyadh and will become a fixture in the country that stands to represent its people and culture. Just so you know how massive we're talking here, you could fit no less than 20 Empire States building within the Muqab. So while it may not be the first cube-shaped building in existence, the Muqab would make its name the biggest ever. Its sheer size would render other cube-shaped constructions around the globe minuscule in comparison. The Berlin Cube, for instance, is a magnificent structure that features mirrored surfaces within its exterior. But despite its breathtaking features, the Berlin Cube only stands at the height of 40 meters, a pretty decent size, no doubt. But it fails in comparison to the titanic size of the Muqab. You could fit up to 1,000 Berlin cubes inside the Muqab, which shows just how gigantic this project would be once it's realized. If built, the Muqab cube has the potential to become the largest structure ever in the world, 5 times larger than the current record holder, the Boeing Everett factory in Washington, D.C. But what is this massive space meant for? According to Neom, stepping inside the Muqab will feel like you're transporting to a new out-of-this-world dimension. A colossal dome is set to tower over the Muqab, showcasing virtual realities that will make you feel like you're in a different world, creating a fully immersive experience like no other. All of these things are nothing short of exciting, and Neom throws in a few more exciting attractions for the project. The Trohana, a large entertainment complex set to host musical and theatrical performances, will expand said to escapism to a global scale. Along with that comes art galleries and museum exhibitions as part of the Muqab's cultural center, meant to bridge Saudi Arabia's history with its modern-day culture. Neom's ambitious mega-project has already created a lot of buzz in Saudi Arabia and around the world, with many hoping for its construction to start soon. Yet, despite these positive reactions, there have also been a fair share of doubts and skepticism surrounding the project. For one, many people think that the project is too good to be true. And as they say, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. The first of these comes from experts who question the feasibility of building a structure this big, especially with Saudi Arabia's limited resources and infrastructure. Others are concerned about its potential environmental impact, given that it will take up more than 10,200 square miles of land. For context, that's 33 times the size of New York. The second issue comes from people who are worried about the ethics and implications of creating something as large and grandiose. Such a project is bound to cause displacement of some sort, with the local communities potentially having to move out of their homes in order to make way for it. Then there's the cost. The Middle East is a wealthy region, yes, but projects of this magnitude will require them to shell out a lot of money. Dr. Andreas Craig, a renowned professor of Middle Eastern Studies at King's College London, expressed his concerns regarding the financial aspects of this venture. The finances of all this are far from secure. After Muqab's announcement was made public, CNN questioned the Public Investment Fund on how they intend to finance such an ambitious project. The PIF responded that while details are yet to be revealed, that they would soon provide more information. Saudi Arabia is striving towards the goal of attracting over 100 billion annually by 2030, with a lot of this investment meant to support Neom projects such as the Muqab. However, though there is potential for foreign investment to spike, it remains uncertain. Amnesty International has raised questions regarding alleged human rights violations associated with Vision 2030, which may put off potential investors. Another issue is on the technological aspects of these mega projects. Are they even possible? Or better yet, are they even realistic? One such example is the proposed holograms in the Muqab. The goal of creating a hologram dome is like the one offered for the Muqab may seem like science fiction. You see, a hologram of that scale hasn't been done before. Some companies such as Lightfield Lab have made major advances in recent years, bringing this vision closer to reality. But since it still is infancy. The technology is far from fully developed. Another way to achieve an immersive entertainment experience is by using gigantic LED screens. The MSG Sphere in Las Vegas is a prime example for this, being shaped like a sphere and having a wraparound screen inside its walls. At 15,000 square meters, this venue will be the largest in the world when it opens later this year, about the size of 3 football pitches, offering audiences from around the globe a unique and unforgettable experience similar to that promised by the Macabre in Saudi Arabia. While the MSG Sphere offers a unique experience, it's dwarfed by the scale of what Macabre aims to achieve. The latter would require an LED screen at least 20 times bigger than those used in Vegas. So while all of these technological requirements for the Neom mega project seem achievable on paper, the sheer size of these projects might make it difficult to make them a reality. With all these challenges, it's tough to say that Neom will be a sure thing. With a limited time frame, an uncertain budget, and the lack of modern technology to assist its completion, it may never appear in all its glory. However, there is an alternative: constructing a revised and more miniature version of the cube. Maybe its initial proposal was too ambitious. Maybe it can downscale to only 200 meters tall or even 100 meters. Even then, it would still be larger than any other cubic building on Earth and should astound viewers entirely despite not meeting its original expectations. Yes, it won't be as massive as proposed, but at least it would be done in the allotted time and will cost less, making it more realistic and achievable in the process. With the ever-changing landscape of our world, it's hard to know what will occur in the upcoming years. But if all goes well and Neom makes the right moves, Vision 2030 could potentially bring forth some incredible, never-before-seen projects like Oxagon, The Line, and the Muraba. Or maybe these challenges are too overwhelming to overcome, and all of these ideas will not come to fruition. Only time will tell. But in the meantime, what do you think? Are these projects doable? Will they be completed on time and within the proposed budget? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. See you again in another video.